All right, it's post-Thanksgiving football, getting down to the final stretch of this football season. Last games, this is where it's gonna get crucial for a lot of teams. Unfortunately, the Lions weren't able to pull this one out on Thanksgiving as I predicted. Close game with the Chicago Bears. Came down to that field goal at the end. It's kind of the story of a lot of these Lion games this year. Who play tough, but not able to edge it out in the end. And the team we got this weekend, last time we played them, came down to the wire with the last minute field goal beating us, which is the Minnesota Vikings. And, let's just get right into it. I think the first thing I want to discuss, is the two major injuries from both sides at running back. You've got DeAndre Swift for the Lions, and then on the flip side, you got Dalvin Cook for the Vikings. So, yeah, neither one of those players will play in this game. Those are definitely big on what the Lions and Vikings like to do offensively as far as, running the football and then, trying to get some play action off of that. So, in that way, a lot of the way these two teams like to play in that kind of way. But, getting a little bit more into it defensively, I think you're going to see that the Lions and Vikings, respectively, are definitely going to be trying to go after the quarterback. I mean, both teams have some other solid secondary running backs, but without that main threat being there, it's not going to scare them as much. So I think you're going to see a lot of pass rush action happen here, even though with the Lions, we've seen with them, they're going to try and run the ball regardless. So we'll see if the Vikings game plan changes it up a little bit. I think they might, because they've got the weapons to, just sit back and throw you down. But I think they're at their best when they can run the football too. So we'll see how their run game does against us without Cook being in there. So it's definitely going to change the dynamics a little bit. So as far as what the Lions are going to try and do offensively, like I said, they're going to still try and run the football, and hopefully we can get some play action. We saw Goff do couple deep balls this last weekend on Thanksgiving. Hopefully we can see a little bit more of that. I'd like to see a little bit more of that, not just with target he's familiar with, but some of the other guys. I'm hoping we can get some shots in with them as well. And then on the flip side, Vikings, like I said, without Dalvin Cook being in, I think we're going to see them really be pass heavy here. I know they're going to still try and run the football, but I don't know if they'll have as much success. But like I said, they have many ways they can beat you offensively. They are definitely stacked offensively, especially when Kirk Cousins gets it going. It can be definitely rough for a lot of defenses with all the weapons they've got across the board. And as far as who I see winning this game, I think it will be close for a little bit, but even with Dalvin Cook being out, I gotta side with the Vikings. I think this is definitely a tough matchup for us. We don't really have the firepower offensively to really keep up with them right now. I mean, they've got Jefferson, they've got Thielen. They just got too much going on offensively at receiver. They can beat you on the outside, they can beat you in the inside. And with us, I think we're missing having the kind of firepower offensively outside of our running backs. I don't think our receivers are really up to par to really keep up with that. But I mean, our defenses has been played well. It's kept us in some games. I just feel offensively the Lions are just kind of chained a little bit, and they haven't really found that groove of being consistent on as far as getting points and moving the football, or able to overcome their mistakes, because they've had a lot of those this season too. But they played tough and they've played teams close, and I expect another close game. But ultimately, I see the Vikings edging the Lions out again and for that season sweep. What are your thoughts, Vikings fans, Lions fans? How you see this game playing out? And let me know your thoughts. Go Lions, and we'll see how it goes. And I'll see you guys next week for the next video.